Pastor Mark Biltz here from Shaddai Ministries. Thank you again so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and share. Also, please like this video, and we would love to hear your comments. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Again, how many of you know there are internet outages all the time? How many of you, when you're live streaming and you get the little circle that just goes and goes and goes, you have internet, but you don't have internet? All right, well, there's a lot of reasons for internet outages. You can have an internet service provider outage. There's a lot of ISPs out there. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But there can be technology or device failure, human error, natural disasters like solar storms. Okay, that's number 8. Cyber attacks. Government decides to just not allow you to be on anymore. Okay, EMP, or you decide to disconnect because you don't want to be connected. Well, look at this was some interesting news things I discovered this last week. One of them says the Ukraine war stokes concerns in Taiwan over Taiwan's fragile internet links. Kiev's successful use of internet to counter Moscow highlights Taiwan's reliance on undersea internet cables that China could cut. At any time, China could cut the underwater cables that provide a whole country internet. These are things that can happen. Look at this. The internet is more fragile than you might think. And this is according to the Chinese digital officer. But look at the very bottom. It says, for a global system with no central authority, the internet is remarkably dependable. But its reliability and security could be compromised if its critical components become dominated by just a few corporations. Don't we know that? Look what some of these woke corporations can do. They'll deny use of the credit card, or they'll deny bank transfers. And so this is important. But look at this. The internet is surprisingly fragile. It crashes. Do you know the internet crashes thousands of times a year? And no one has been making it any stronger. Here, how could a small internet service provider, one ISP in Pennsylvania, cause millions of websites worldwide to go offline? And that's what happened, it says, in June 24, 2019, when users across the world were left unable to access a large fraction of the web. I'm just telling you, it's crazy. You know what's really crazy? Look at this one. 50% of rural America don't even have internet access. You could be in an area here in the United States and you don't have access to the internet. You know what that means? None of these people know El Shaddai even exists. They're not able to hear a whole lot of good biblical teaching. As a matter of fact, the majority is in South America that don't have internet access. But you can see there's a large percentage over the world that don't even have internet access, so they're not hearing the gospel or Torah being taught. So because of that, dun, 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 what's amazing to me is look at Daniel 12:3. And they that be wise will shine as the brightness of the firmament. They that turn many to righteousness will shine as the stars forever and ever. Do you realize the more people you can turn to righteousness, the more you're going to be a bigger magnitude star and shine forever and ever. You are a star. And then look at Isaiah 52:7. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of them that bring the good news, that publishes peace, that brings the good news of good, that publishes salvation, or Yeshua, and says to Zion, your God reigns. Well, guess what? You can become the feet, a missionary like never before, by getting the key fob that we now have, and you can send it all over the world, even all over the United States, to people that don't have internet access. So look at this. When you go in, the key fob is now in our store. It's now available. And we have pre-orders of hundreds of them. And we're having to buy a USB duplicator because some people are ordering 12 and 14 at a time. And they're sending them everywhere. But when you click on the key fob, this is what opens up. And you can pick which Torah portions you want. And let's say you want Genesis, and you click on the picture of Genesis. What's going to come up is the video. And look at this. You can click right here and get the study notes. And then also, so you also get all the study notes. And on this, we also have all the feast videos. And on top of that, we also have all the handouts. So if the charts and the different handouts you want, that's on there. And so here's what we have. We have a 64 gig USB. The white one is going to be 2020, the blue one 2021, but actually what it is, it's not January to January, and it's not Rosh Hashanah to Rosh Hashanah, it's Breshit to Breshit. You following me? So that's the first Torah portion. That's how we set up.